All right. Okay. Hi, everyone. Can you all hear me? Can you all see me? Audible, visible, everything is good. You can tell me in the chat. I can actually see the chat as well. All right. Yes, yes. I can see. Perfect. Perfect. Great. Great. Very good evening. Very good evening. Just wanted to be double sure that is it good or not. Audio, video, everything is like here or not. Perfect. Great. All right. Great. 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 ठीक है. Very good evening. Very good evening, everyone. Good to see you all here. ठीक है. I hopefully believe the connection, audio, video, everything is up to the mark, and we are like good to proceed as well. Okay, perfect. Oh, fine. Let me do one thing. Let me start by sharing my screen, and once it is visible, I would require everybody to acknowledge me, right? That yes, the screen is visible. And good evening, sir. Good evening. Good evening, ji. कैसे हैं आप सारे? I'm good. I can speak in Hindi or in English. That's the only way I can communicate, right? So yeah, perfect. I hopefully believe you guys can see the OneNote screen as well. Can you see the screen? Let me do one thing. Let me present it again. Let me present it again. Yeah, just to be double sure. Yes, you guys can see the screen. Perfect. 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 Chalo. Great. So, what is the agenda for the day, guys? The agenda for the day is to understand about databases and to really understand what is the thing that got us here. Okay, were databases existing since the starting? No, they were not. Actually, they were not. So before even we were habitual of using databases, there would surely be something that we all are or we all were using. That is what anyone, any guesses? What we were using before the databases, guys? Any guesses? I want people to be interactive here. I just don't want it to be like a session where I'm just delivering everything. I want people to be active here as well. Right. So databases were introduced a bit later on. So there was something which was introduced or which we were using as a alternative of database. What was it? File system. Great, great. Just meet file system. Files, files. Right, right. Exactly. The answer is file system. Okay, great. My generic question: if file system was already existing, basically we have the access of the files of our desktop or let's say of our machine, like file system. So if we were already having the file system with us, then why was there the requirement of databases that existed? In file system, I can perform the CRUD operation. And just in case you guys are not well aware about CRUD, so what is CRUD? CRUD is create, read, update, and delete operation, right? We were very commonly or very easily be able to use the file system for using those CRUD and all. So what was something or what was the reason behind us introducing databases instead of file system? Can we use file system still? Yes, we can. Will we prefer file system? I doubt we will not. We'll preferably be going for databases. But we should know why databases. Why databases? That's a very big question. Why database? Anyone? Speed? No, speed is not a very basic concern here. And anybody else? Why databases? File system were doing all the tasks that we require. Then why databases? Anyone? Give it a guess. Okay, to reduce the repeated data. Okay, great. Behavior operating system. Not that much. Okay. Structure format. Structure format we can store the way we want anywhere. Time. Okay. Okay. Multiple answers, but the answer which you should know, the answer which you should know in order to actually understand the reason is data redundancy. Data redundancy. Okay, this word can be new for a lot of people. What is data redundancy? We have never worked with file system. We don't know about it. Wait, I'll give you one example of data redundancy. And that one example can very much clear your brain in such way that you will understand why file system are not preferred these days over databases and what is the advantage. And then we'll follow up with some more in-depth topics like which database to choose, how to decide. It's some basic things as well there. All right. Everyone, I want your focus here because this data redundancy is not a small thing. It's a mother of all the problems that arises related to data. It's the mother of all the problems. Because of data redundancy, majority of the problems are occurring because of data redundancy. Okay, now let's focus more on redundancy. Right, right. Uh, sure. I'm trying to make it very simple for everyone. As us, right? I'm making it very simple for everyone. It will be like a very generic kind of example that you'll be able to hear, understand, and relate to. So don't worry. Just be with me. I'll keep on checking the chat as well in between. Yeah, but just be with me during the session. All right. Okay. What do we mean by data redundancy? What is this data redundancy? So much hype we have just created. So data redundancy is something in a very simple format, repetition of data. Repetition of data. Okay, but let's understand this. Assume a scenario. There is a student. The name of the student is, let's say, Sam. And I'm relating my name here only, Sam. So Sam goes to a college, and he's studying in that college, and he's also in the hostel of that college. Right? He's also in the hostel of that college. What the scenario occurred is, in the morning time he used to attend the college, and in the night, where when the day ends, when the college ends, he has to report to the hostel. Right, he has to report to the hostel. Right. So in the college there is always some attendance kind of criteria, right? So he has some personal details, or I would say personal information available at both the places. Personal information available at both the places. What do I mean by this? What do I mean by this? For example, the personal information is his name, is his address, also is his, let's say, phone number. Let's assume these are the personal information which it is having, or he has submitted in the college. The same set of information he has submitted in the hostel as well, guys. In the hostel as well, because in hostel as well there is a security. There you have to submit your credentials and everything, right? So every single thing that a college is holding, the same thing or similar kind of data he has submitted to hostel as well. Everybody, do you all agree with this? Do you all agree with this? Right, right, do you all agree? Everyone, I want your presence here. Give me an acknowledgement. Yes, yes, everyone, and spam it. I want to see everyone being active here. The same guy, that is Sam, has submitted the data to the college and his personal data to the hostel as well. Yes, people are with me. Now, let's say, let's say he was in the fourth year, he got placement. He was in the fourth year, he got placement. But few weeks back, he changed his address. His dad or he bought a new house, and they changed the address. Now, what happened is during the college time, he forgot to somehow, he forgot to change the address. He forgot to change the address during his college time. But once he went back to the hostel, then he suddenly realized my address is changed. I need to get it updated. So what he did, or what he thought is, he thought that okay, I'll make a change in the hostel. I'll make the address change in the hostel. That will be same. It's my data only, na. They'll find it from the hostel, right? Here comes the catch. Here comes the catch. Same guy, same guy, Con, Sam. His data is in college, his data is in hostel. These were the data submitted, these were the data submitted. He forgot to change his address because he shifted few weeks back in the college, but he mentioned the change in the hostel. And now, what's the scenario? The scenario says, let's say he was in the fourth year, he got the placement, and he was waiting for the offer letter. Everyone, he was waiting for the offer letter. Now, offer letter ke andar they would be mentioning a mail to the address, of that guy. They'll be sending some letter of, let's say, joining or letter of starting, and they'll mail it to his address. But this address was updated or not? Everyone, this address was updated or not? Tell me, was it updated or not? It was not updated. It was not updated. On the other hand, which address he updated? He updated the address here. But placement has relation with the college. They'll find the address from the college, not from the hostel. So, because of this reason, he will suffer a lot, right? He will suffer a lot. So there can be a security issue, there can be some, let's say, monetary loss here. And if you see, the same insan, the same person is having data at two different places, and the data is dissimilar. The data is dissimilar, right? Data is dissimilar. Security loss, security concern, money loss, money concern, all these problems and multiple more problems are coming because of this redundancy of data. This data at two different places, which may or may not be 100% same every time, is known as data redundancy. And that was the problem we used to face when we were working with file systems. So that is the reason data redundancy is one of the biggest reason that file systems are not being used these days for having or operationally handling multiple big products. Got this, everyone? Got this, right? Got this? This is the reason. We started with file system, everyone. We all started with file system. Later on, we found data redundancy is the problem, that the same data can be at multiple places, which cannot be same, which can be dissimilar. And because of this dissimilarity, there are a lot of concerns, lot of issues. There is security concern, there is monetary loss, there is personal loss, lot of different losses, or lot of children problem. Lot of children problem can be found out. This is why we say that redundancy is the mother of all the problems, because it gives birth to smaller problems or smaller chunk of problem. Got it, everyone? Inconsistency, duplication. Yes, yes, yes. Good, good. Everybody is getting it. Great, great, great response, guys. Loved your response. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yes, yes. Got this. That's why nowadays, if you will focus, nowadays everybody's talking about databases, these kind of databases, that kind of databases, fast databases, multiple different kind of databases are existing. And that is the reason we are also about to understand a bit more, or we'll be also understanding about what is a database. Everyone clear? Everyone is having a clear shot till here? Yes? Yes, yes, great, great response. Perfect. Now I want you guys to answer one thing. The scenario is clear till here. Now I want you guys to answer one thing. Databases, everyone knows they are used to store the data, right? They are used to store the data. They are used to store the data, right? They are used to store the data. My basic question, let me see you guys will be able to answer this or not. What is the difference between data and information? Are they same? Are they different? If they are same, okay, what's the similarity? If they are different, then what's the difference? Everybody knows what is a database. It's a place where we can store the data. That's fine. But what is data and what is information? Everyone, tell me. Let's see. You can learn it. You can learn it. If you're able to understand what I am saying, Dean 80, then I think it's like more than sufficient. You can definitely understand it. All right. Everybody, what is the difference between data and information? If there is a difference or if they are same, tell me the points. Okay, they are different. Okay, unorganized. Okay, perfect. Information is organized. Perfect. Data is raw. Information is more informed. Perfect. Good. Good. Data is unorganized. Perfect. I can see a lot of responses. Everybody is going in the right direction, and you all are correct. Data and information are different. So we should first of all understand this. What is data and what is information? I would say, in very simple and very generic way, every raw format or every raw existence, every raw format, every raw existence is what that is data. And useful data, Useful data is what information. In very layman, I'll try to explain this. In very layman example, I'll try to explain this, and I hopefully believe you'll get this for in your brain for lives. Take one example, understand one example. It will be more than clear for you, right? Okay. Assume a scenario. What is this? I am not very good with drawing, but I'll try to give you the best which I can do it here. All right. This is your train A. This is your train B, and this is your train C. These are trains. A is going from Delhi to, let's say, Punjab. B is going from, let's say, Delhi to Mumbai, right? And let's say C is going from Delhi to, where should we go? Let's say Pune. Pune. Got it? Now, these are the trains. Every train has a chart. Every train has a chart ready, right? Every train has a chart ready. Now, I individually want to go from Delhi to Punjab. Okay. I want to visit Punjab. Okay. I want to visit Punjab. Now, my question is the chart of train A, the chart of train B, the chart of train C, they all are ready. Out of all the three charts, which one is just a data for me and which one is information for me? So, information is something which is meaningful, something which is useful. I need to go to Punjab. So, the chart for the train 1, for the train A, this is useful for me. I will check the chart. Where is my seat? Where am I located? And so on, so on. So, for me, this is information. For me, this is information. And are the rest two useless? No, they're not useless. They are useful for somebody else. So for me, it is data. And for somebody else, it can be information. It's not compulsory that something which is an information for me is an information for somebody else as well. No, if something is data for me, it can be information for somebody else. Or if somebody else is having some data, it can be an information for me. So it is not a standard way to fix it. It is all a respective term. So information is useful data, and data is every raw format or existence that we have. Are we able to catch each one of us here? Yes. Exactly. I'm loving your response, guys. Exactly. A information. Perfect, 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 guys. Perfect. Each one of you. Perfect. Yeah. Really loved it. Yes, yes. Are we all able to handle the situation till here? Are we all able to understand the situation till here? Right? Right? We all are clear with what is data, what is, let's say, information, what's the difference between them. Data for me can be information for somebody else, and vice versa. Why we are using databases, everything is clear. Right? Everything is clear. Now, a good question. Databases are fine, but is it only of one type or is it of multiple type? Or I can give it a heading or explain it in a very generic way that what are the type of databases that we have? What are the types of databases that we have? What are the type of databases, guys? Tell me. Tell me. What are the type of databases? See the heading. The type of databases that are existing. Tell me. One, two, multiple. I want to give it a try. I want you all to give it a try. Okay, two. Two. Okay, fine. Good, good. More people. More people. Okay, somebody's giving examples. Okay, relational, SQL, NoSQL, perfect, good. Or DBMS, IDMS, very good. Or two, three, good, good, good. Okay, perfect, perfect, excellent. Thank you so much. Perfect. Now, listen, everyone, just give it a pause. Everyone, give it a pause. We have we have multiple type of databases. I'm telling you the two answers for this question. Okay, this is a bit controversial as per you guys, because you guys, I am assuming major of you are new to the tech industry and are like not that well versed or not that uh, uh, you know dive deep into technology, right? Right. There are like multiple type of databases, six, okay, like multiple. I won't say four, five, six. There are multiple type of databases. Somebody will say relational, no relational. Somebody will say vector databases. Somebody will say graph databases. Somebody will say in-memory databases. We all are correct. We all are correct. If somebody will give me an answer, there are two type of databases, I'll agree. If somebody will say there are four type of databases, I'll agree. Right? Somebody will say graph databases there. Somebody will say, let's say relational databases there. No relational databases there. In-memory databases there. Everybody is correct. Right? Everybody is correct. But, but here comes the catch. When we start the journey of databases, or when we actually want to understand about databases, there's one thing that we should keep in our mind, that when we want to segregate the databases, we have to mention it, or we have to divide it on two bases. On two bases. I hopefully believe everybody is now aligned with me, because we are trying to understand the base and then we'll be going ahead. I don't want to spread data all over here. No, I'll tell you the directional way. That's why the answer to this question, if somebody will ask you how many type of databases are there, so the answer is two type of databases are there. And everyone, I hope you are getting me. In general, in reality, multiple databases are there, but to make it simple, to make it segregated, to understand it in the real depth, we say that databases are of two types. Everybody, are you with me here? Yes, yes, yeah, perfect, great. Now, databases are of two types. Okay, what are the two types? I'll tell you. One is relational database, and another one is non-relational database. Everyone, relational database and non-relational database, are we all together here? Yes, relational versus non-relational. Okay, to make it simple, a lot of people are not able to digest it. To make it simple, relational databases are SQL databases. Relational databases are SQL databases, and non-relational databases are what? They are no SQL databases. There are no SQL databases. Now the question comes: we are hearing the word SQL for the first time. What is SQL? What is SQL? I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Don't worry. I'll tell you. Anybody is having any sort of idea about SQL though? Anybody is having any idea about SQL? What's SQL, guys? I want to know. I want to know. What's SQL? You might have heard it for sure. It's not that difficult for you. Sort of information? No. No. Okay, I'll make it easy for you. I'll segregate this small chunk and I'll tell you where. SQL stands for Structured Query Language. SQL stands for Structured Query Language. And what do we understand by structured query language? It is, see, whenever the word language comes, it means it's a medium of communication. Surely, whenever you see a word language written in the definition of any word, it is surely a medium of communication, which means SQL is a medium of communication. And to whom do we interact? Here, we interact with databases. Databases. And what kind of conversation we do? We do queries. We do queries. So what is SQL? SQL is a language. I'm not saying programming language. No, it's a language with which we interact with databases. With databases, they listen to us. They, in the sense, the databases listen to us and acts accordingly. And acts accordingly. This is what we understand by SQL. So SQL stands for Structured Query Language. SQL is basically a medium of communication with which we interact with the database. We give them queries, and by that interaction, the database listens to us, understands our requirement, and work accordingly. Are we getting with what do we understand by SQL, everyone? Simplistic, the most simplistic I can tell you here. The most simplistic I can tell you where. Anyone? Yes, yes, everyone. Queries, yes, yes. SQL interactive database. Yes, yes, perfect. Yes, yes. Everyone, yes, clear. I want your energy here, guys. I'm trying to chip in my 110. I want you guys just to touch even 100. All right, perfect, great, great. Now listen to me. I'll complete something from there. So SQL is a language which is listened by the databases. Now, databases are multiple. There are, let's say, multiple databases. Multiple databases. Different examples of databases are there. I'll take some a very generic example. You guys might have heard about MySQL, might have heard about Postgres, might have heard about MongoDB, might have heard about MariaDB, DynamoDB, DynamoDB, Redis. All these are different collection of databases. Now, every database will understand the same language. No, my friends. No. Every database will not understand the same language. Out of these many examples, there are few databases which are able to listen and understand SQL. SQL is a language, so few databases out of these examples are able to understand SQL, and those databases which which understands which understands SQL are known as SQL databases or relational databases. As simple as that. There's no rocket science. SQL is a language. If your database is able to understand and work according to the SQL language, then I'll categorize that database as a SQL database or a relational database. Elsewise, it will be what? Tell me, elsewise, it will be what? It will be what? No SQL means they don't follow slash understand SQL. That's a language, right? They don't follow or understand SQL language. Simple, simple. Anything which is bothering you, I'm trying to make it as simple as I can, right? Anything which is bothering you as of now, anything which is bothering you. Nope. All good. All good. We're all good. Perfect. Yes, all good. Good. Nothing is bothering you. Perfect, guys. Simple. Great. Now, now, what is the one thing which is separating these two kind of databases? Relational database and non-relational databases are different. Okay, the first parameter is they understand SQL, but non-relational they don't understand SQL. Okay, there must be some more points. Yes, there are. We have table kind of structure. We have table kind of structure in SQL databases here. But when we talk about non-relational databases, we don't have tables. Right? We don't have tables. We have object kind of structure, or I can say a bit of free form. Those who don't know JavaScript, those who don't know about objects, I can best replace this object kind of structure word to free form. For example, at one place I can add 3 4 entries. At the second place I can add one entry or two entry or 10 entry without any form, without any problem. That is what I am able to understand. With NoSQL database ka type. But in table, it is structured. If there are 5 entries, so there will surely be 5 entries for all the particular elements. Getting this? Yes. Done. Yes, or good, flexible. Yes, perfect. Or the better word, which somebody wanted me to write here, is it's a bit rigid, and if we talk about non-relational databases, they are a bit flexible. They don't bother you or they don't force you to have all the entities existing. Right. Okay. now 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 the examples, most important stuff. Examples, we all should understand or learn that examples as well. So the examples are very simple. MySQL is a database which is a part of SQL databases. Postgres is a part of SQL databases, right? Everyone, right? You all remember it? And if I talk about, let's say, NoSQL databases, MongoDB is one of the most famous ones. MongoDB is the most famous one. DynamoDB is again there. Redis is also there. अब in memory मत बोलना इसे. Don't call this in memory. You all are correct though. But we only have two kind of databases are not contributing to this. I would say controversy as of now. To make it simple and understanding, we learn it this way. Right? We learn it this way. Everyone, are we clear till here? Are we clear till here? Are we all getting the understanding of what is SQL, what is the different type of databases that exist, and what is the, let's say, rigidness, what is the flexibility? Are we all clear till here? Yes, yes. Today I understood MongoDB. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. No SQL. Okay. Okay. Perfect. All right. Ciao. Now comes a catch. Now I'll be like a bit more uh, technical with terms of talking to you guys, and I'll be like a bit more technical. Everyone assume I'm your interviewer. Okay, I am the interviewer and I'm the candidate. I'll answer. I'll ask question. Okay, I am the interviewer. Somebody is sitting in front of me. I'll ask them a question. I'll give them a scenario. Okay, you want to build a XYZ product, and it can be anything, imaginary XYZ product. And in order to create a product, you will surely be gonna using databases. Yes, databases are the backbone. I would say we will be using it. Yes, if you are using databases, then my question is, which database will you choose? I'll write the question down. It's one of the important questions which we all should be having at least the answer. Which databases should we all choose to create a product? To create a product. This is my question. My question to each one of you. If I will be your interviewer, if I would have been your interviewer, asked you the same question, if you want to build a product, what database will you choose? Tell me. Okay, somebody's saying SQL, MySQL, Postgres. Depends. That's a smart answer, and that's what I was expecting. Structure, query, language, database, SQL. It depends on the scenario. Exactly. Exactly. Now listen to me. If again, everyone focus here. If I would be saying SQL, or if I would be saying NoSQL, then that's a wrong answer. Then that's a wrong answer. The reason being, I have to analyze the requirement. I have to analyze the requirement. Analyze the requirement. Okay. Analyze the requirement. What do you mean by analyzing the requirement? Is there any specific principle? Yes. There is a theorem. There is a theorem. There is a theorem, everyone. The name of the theorem is cap theorem. The name of the theorem is cap theorem. Everyone. The answer is I will be analyzing the situation, I will be analyzing the requirements, I'll be analyzing the product. But there must be some principles, there must be some points, there must be some factor of checking that I need to check. What is that principle? What is that theorem? Right? On what basis will I be comparing things? On what basis that I'll be comparing things? Right? Right? So that is decided on one of the theorem. There are a lot more theorems, but one of the most famous theorems is cap theorem. Is what everyone? Is what? Everyone tell me is what? Tell me. Everyone write it in the chat. I want your energy here. Yes, cap. 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 Yes. Cap. And my dear friends, I am about to explain you about cap theorem. Be very focused here because this is something that will actually be able to help you to design good systems when you'll be in your companies. Okay, one of the good, let's say, concept. Full focus. Now, what is cap? Is it actually like a hat or something? No. Here, every word is a secret letter. C stands for consistency. A stands for availability. And P stands for partition tolerance. Consistency, availability, partition tolerance. Okay, we don't know about it. I'm here to tell you. Don't worry. I'm here to tell you. First of all, let's understand it very simple way. Very simple way. Okay, you guys will decide it. I'll give you example and you will decide it. Okay, I'm not the one who will be giving the answers. I'll be giving you examples and you will decide. Okay, are we all ready? Are we all ready? Are you ready for one of the examples? Right? I want everyone to be active. If you are ready, then I'll give you an example. Then you will decide which one will we be preferring. Okay, everyone? Yes. Sure. Now, now, let's assume scenario number one. Let's assume this is your bank. I'm very bad with drawing, as I told you. Let's assume this is your bank. Okay, don't judge the bank. This is the best I can create. Okay, this is the bank. Let's say bank. Now, in the bank, you have your account. You have your account, right? You have your account. This is you, okay? This is you. You guys have your account. All right. All right. Now, your bank balance is 500 rupees. Your bank balance is 500 rupees. Also, you have a laptop. You have a laptop. You have a laptop, right? Right. And in the laptop, you can do net banking. In the laptop, you can do net banking. Now understand the scenario. You know that your bank balance is 500 rupees. Now, you are very smart. You tried to fool the bank. You tried to fool the bank. At the same time, at the same time, at the same time, you are trying to do two transactions. You are trying to do two transactions. Okay, what are the transactions? You were asking for 500 rupees from the bank and you were asking for 500 rupees via laptop, that is net banking. Scenario is clear. You have 500 rupees balance in total. You were trying to fool the bank. You were acting smart. At the same time, with zero negligence, zero gap, you were accessing bank to give you 500 and you were also accessing net banking to give you 500. Right? So if they both will give you 500, how much amount will you get? 1000? And how much did you have? 500? That's infinite money glitch. Infinite money glitch. Yes, infinite money glitch. I'll be billionaire. I'll be a billionaire tomorrow. Right? Is it? Yes. I'll be a billionaire with this scenario, right? Every 1 minute I'll be liking 5,000, 5,000, or let's say 50,000, 50,000. Within one day, I'll be, I guess, having a worth more than who's that guy? Elon Musk. I'll be having much more worth than him if I want. If bank allows. But 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 is that something which is possible? Is it ever possible? Is it ever possible? No, that's not possible. That's not possible. That's not possible, right? That's not possible. Why? 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 Because if that would have been possible, the banking systems are down. Banking systems are like totally vanished. There's no point of you saving your money, because if this is possible, somebody else can also take your money, because if one of the glitches there can be multiple glitches. Somebody else can take your money as well without your consent, right? Without your consent. Let's say your bank balance was what? Your bank balance was 500 or 5 something something amount, and the bank balance shown is what? 5,000 rupees. Will you allow it? Will you allow this? Will you be happy? No, no, that's not possible. That's not possible. Acha, let's assume the same scenario. I'm trying to give you a statement. You had 5 crore in your bank. Okay? You have 50 crores. Let's make it a big amount. You had 50 crores in your bank. You withdrawn you withdrawn 50,000. Now the balance should be what? Near about to 49 crores and blah 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 lakhs. Right? Right. This should be your balance. Right. But it shows 49,000. Within 1 second, it shows the bank balance of 49,000. 49,000. Will you guys be happy? Will you guys be happy here? Will you guys be happy here? No, no. But the bank is saying, I am giving you fast service. I am giving you fast service. Within 1 second, I told you your net balance and I gave you your data. So here in this particular scenario, will you be saying that okay, you do one thing, you take 10 seconds, but give me the correct bank balance? You take 10 seconds, but give me my current and correct bank balance, right? I want my money. I don't want fast service. You take 10 seconds. You take 10 seconds. But you tell me my 49 crore balance, not my 49,000 balance. Everybody agrees. Everybody agrees. Yes. And that's because in banking system, consistency matters more. Consistency is greater than time. I am ready to give you 30 seconds. I am ready to give you 10 seconds. But I want my 100% correct calculation, 100% correct money, and 100% transparency. Do we all agree on this? Is time the concern or consistency the concern? Time the concern or consistency the concern? Consistency is the concern. So we will be preferring consistency on the situation, yeah, in the situation where banking system kind of scenario are involved. Banking system kind of scenario are involved. So consistency, banking system. So for consistency, which database performs better? Which database performs better? SQL databases are consistently performing better. So if I want to make a banking system or major of the banking systems that are available around us, they are made with the help of SQL databases. Got this? Got this, everyone? Got this? So whenever we will be preferring consistency, we'll be making banking system kind of scenario. We'll be preferring SQL databases. Now, let's play with another scenario. Are we all ready with another scenario? Are we all ready with another scenario? Are we all ready with the scenario number 2, everyone? Yes. Scenario number 2. Yes, scenario number 2. Perfect, everyone. Let's say I have Instagram. I have Instagram, okay? Wait. Not this way. Here. Okay. I have Instagram. Whenever I refresh Instagram, right, I get to see the number of notifications, or I can say the number of messages or the number of friend requests. I guess we call it friend request, right? Friend request, right? We get to see all these things, and everybody is using Instagram. Come on, guys. So whenever we use Instagram, let's say if I'm refreshing one thing, I get the latest notification, I get the latest messages, and I get the latest friend request, right? Everyone? Yes, that's how it works. Yes. Now, let's say the time right now is 5:47, and I refreshed my Insta. I refreshed my Insta. Now, within next 5 seconds, within next 5 seconds, as early as possible, Instagram gave me 5 notifications. 5 notifications, right? 5 notifications. But I understand the scenario, but the real number, or let's say 5 is a very small number, 500 notifications, 500 notifications within 5 seconds. But the real number of notifications were 503. The real number of notifications were 503. Let's say it didn't tell you that 3 people liked your photo. है ना? Within the 5 seconds, it didn't tell you that 3 people have liked your photograph. Right? Is that anyhow bothering us? Anyhow bothering us? That 3 people have not being are not being tallied out of 503 notifications within the quickest time possible. Instagram showed you 500 notifications. It missed out on 3 for that 5 seconds. On the other hand, when we refreshed at 547, it showed me at 552. After 5 minutes, it showed me 503 notifications you had. 5 minute 503 notifications you had, right? 503 notifications. But after 5 minutes, yes, what after 5 minutes? What do you think? What will be your preference? That you will refresh and within fraction of seconds you want to see 1 or 2 mistakes are fine. Let's say 2 notifications are not seeing right now. That's fine. Will I be very much affected with it? No, but I want a faster retrieval. On the other hand, at 552, waiting for 5 minutes, I will get to see the exact number of count. Will that 2 3 let's say difference of the count making any let's say life changing, decision changing mistake for me? No, no, not at all. I will see those 3 notifications after 5 seconds, or after 10 seconds, or after 5 minutes. Will that be any concern? Not at all. Not at all. So in this case, if you will see, what will you prefer? Will you prefer fast time, or will you prefer consistency? Faster retrieval or consistency? Tell me, do you want fast or do you want consistency? For consistency, wait for 10 minutes. For faster retrieval, just compromise 1 2 notification. That's it. What do you want? What do you want? You want faster. You want faster things. You want faster things. Acha, I'll message you. You guys are messaging me, and the message came after 1 hour. Will that be fine for you? You guys are texting me, and that text appears after 10 minutes. Will that be good for you? No, right? You all want faster communication and these kind of things, right? That is what is the situation. This is the current situation where we want the availability should be more preferred, or should be having higher preference in compared to consistency. So here, this scenario number 2 is giving you more availability, and for more availability, you should opt NoSQL databases. You should opt for NoSQL. For the first scenario, consistency, go for what? SQL databases. But for the second scenario, for example, Instagram, what do you want? NoSQL database. NoSQL database. Clear? Clear? Are we all aligned, everyone? Are we all aligned till here? Yes? Are we all aligned till here? Come on, guys, give me acknowledgement. Are we all aligned? Yes. Yes, we all are. Great, guys. Really love your participation here. Really love your participation here. Now focus. Last thing. Now focus. The third thing that we were mentioning. Is partition tolerance. Now you guys tell me, what is partition tolerance? You tell me, what is partition tolerance? What is partition tolerance? What is partition tolerance? What is partition tolerance? And if I tell you one thing, if I tell you one thing, if I tell you about the real things, the real scenario, out of these three, you can only get two. Out of these three, matlab means out of the cap, you can only get two. Either you will get consistency and partition tolerance, either you will get availability or partition tolerance, or you will get availability or consistency. You can't get all the three. You can't. And and matter of fact, matter of fact, you cannot afford to lose P. I'll tell you what is P, but I'm giving you fact first. You cannot afford to lose P, which means AC is almost never the case. Either you go for consistency and partition tolerance, or you go for availability and partition tolerance. You don't see anything else apart from these two. Got this? Got this? Got this, everyone? Right? So I'm telling you the real scenario. You will either be choosing consistency partition tolerance, or you will be choosing availability partition tolerance. And out of these two only you will choose, because you cannot afford to lose the partition tolerance. Now the question comes, what is the third thing? What is partition tolerance? What is partition tolerance? Who will tell me what is partition tolerance? I want to see the chat. Who will tell me? What is partition tolerance? Okay, and don't worry, I want your responses here. No, no. Okay, okay. Now, in the simplest way, the simplest possible way that you will ever hear, ध्यान से सुनना. I'll give you one example as well, and the simplest possible way that you will hear. Partition tolerance is that your system should keep on working even if the network breaks. And here, network is not internet, okay? Network is not internet, right? Network is not internet. It's like your database, your server, right? They should, or we should have something with us that they should be available for uptime. For example, for example, very basic generic example, right? Let's assume you had a session today at 5, let's say PM. Everyone, listen very carefully. That's the last thing you'll be able to, love it. Today you had a session at 5 PM. Somehow, you all got announced that Samarth Vohra, that is I, Samarth Vohra, is taking the session. Now, some of you know me, some of you don't know me, some of you must be waiting for, okay, Samarth Vohra will come and take the session, because they've already learned from me a lot of things. So they want me to be there. But some of you are learning for the first time, right? So all the mix match, everybody's waiting for 5 PM so that the session starts. Then, on the last moment, at exactly 5 PM, I got ill. I'm not able to speak. My internet broke down. Something happened, and I'm not able to attend the session. I'm not able to conduct the session. What will be the option? Somebody else will take it. Somebody else will take it. But the session will continue. The session will continue and somebody else will take it. Right? This is partition tolerance. even one of the server is not working or one of the database is not working, there should be another thing that should be ready to do that task which is left, or which is because of the network outrage, because of any xyz reason the system is not compliant. To fulfill that problem or to cover that problem, there should be something, some answer, and that is partition tolerance, that your system should be ready even if there is some problem. For example, you went to a restaurant and the chef is on leave. You went to a restaurant, you wanted to eat a special dish, the chef is on leave. There must be some chef in that restaurant, right? There must be some chef, right? There must be some chef. That is partition tolerance. There should be somebody that if an emergency comes up, if let's say one of the main system is down, one of the situation is not working as per the requirement things, there should be somebody to cover that up. That is partition tolerance, and that is non-negotiable. Consistency negotiable, partition tolerance non-negotiable, availability negotiable. That's why we have a combination of what? We have a combination of consistency and partition tolerance, availability and partition tolerance, and we never neglect partition tolerance. Got it, guys? Got it? Got it? That is how you answer them, that I want to choose a SQL database or a NoSQL database, deciding the factor that partition tolerance I cannot afford to lose out. I can lose out either on consistency or I can lose out either on availability. Decide which one is more important for me, and you have your answer that you want to go for SQL databases or NoSQL databases. Clear, guys? Clear, guys? But this is the power of cap theorem. This is the power of cap theorem. And even if your system, even in your system design questions or your, let's say, development questions, it comes out to be there. Yes, that's what I explained you with a very simple generic analogy, guys. Because tech is infinite. You can find hundreds of definitions, but the clarity in your head is never clear. I wanted to clear your clarity. That's what my agenda was. I can Google and give you a definition. That's very easy, right? But getting it clear with your head, with your heart, and understanding the scenario is something my agenda was. And I think you all got it crystal clear, as I can see your comments and everything is like going as per the expectation. Yes, everyone. Now we are able to decide what kind of let's say situation we'll be able to answer this question, where if I want to decide a database using cap theorem, availability, consistency, partition tolerance, what do we mean and how do we prioritize it? Yes. Perfect, clear. Yes. There's nothing like as such importance. It's only dependent on your use case. That's what I told you. So if a partition tolerance required, what should I choose? SQL. Partition tolerance is there in both of them. It's equally there in both of them. For SQL, NoSQL, it's equally there. So that's why it's not negotiable. Now, consistency chahiye, SQL. Availability chahiye, NoSQL. That's what you wanna judge the factor on. Got it? I hopefully answered this question as well. All right, now let's go for some quick questions, guys. That's all I wanted to, because we have limited time. There's a ocean of information, but because of chunk, because of time, because of multiple different things, we have to just restrict ourselves to the main important agendas, and we will be connected to each other. You guys can connect with me over, let's say, LinkedIn. You guys can connect over GitHub. You guys can connect over different social media platforms and all, right? Fast chahiye, that is availability. That is what? That is NoSQL. ठीक है Tanisha? That is NoSQL. Oh, sorry, Mohit. That's NoSQL. Okay. I know there could be a lot of questions which I'll be taking few of them, and a lot of questions which you still have it after the session, and a lot of multiple things you have there, right? Internshala team say you guys can connect. You guys can connect with Internshala team anytime. They're always available for you. If you want to connect with me as well, search Samarth Vohra LinkedIn. You'll get to see my LinkedIn. You'll get to see me available there, right? Search Samarth Vohra GitHub. You'll have the access of my codes and everything there. Samarth Vohra. Just search my name. You'll get to see it there very easily. I'm very easy to find. But the only thing is, yeah, I'm sorry. I just was reading the doubt and suddenly the next name came up. right? It's very easy to find it out. Me, we can have a doubts here as well, and even afterwards you want to get corrected, you want to get knowledge, you want to get the best out of things, you can connect with me, of course. Here, all right, let's go for some questions. Let's go for some questions. I would love to have some questions, guys. uh, let me show you. Just simply search Samarth Vohra LinkedIn, and that's me. The first one that will appear will be me. You'll get to see me here. है ना? Simple to search, so yeah, you guys can see it there. Simple to search, right? Yeah. uh, perfect. Thank you so much, Esas. Thank you so much, buddy. And I hopefully believe you will attend most of sessions and you'll be connected so that you can get the best out of the technical things which I can see you. So can you mention your ID? I am not very sure. Okay, I can. Is it possible? Then I can. Yeah, if it's possible, I can. I am not sure you guys are able to see it or not, but I'm not able to send it here. So I gave it in the private chat. Not sure you guys can see it or not. Amazing, thanks. Perfect. As you said, cap theorem. Okay. As you said, cap theorem. Is there any other question which I'm missing? I tried to mention my ID. So there are so many times on relational database. Oh, wait. So for the beginnings, I would suggest only to go for MySQL or go for Postgres. These two, if you learn, good to go. Even in the industry, you're good to fit. Thank you, sir. Clear my doubts. Perfect. Just meet perfect, buddy. Right, sir. Thank you. In a scenario where we check balance in GP and the amount of shown correct, what is the issue? Okay, in a scenario, so basically there is NCPI which is included between this online transactional services. So there are two different databases, one is the merchant, one is the delivers, and in between there is NCPI, right? So between them, the NCPI is responsible for sending the acknowledgement, event emitters and everything. So I won't say it's a bank issue there. I won't say it's like related to the bank problem, it's related to the event sometimes. So the event which is being sent are also delayed because of some consistency issues only. So whenever there is a delay, it's because of we want to prioritize consistency more. That is the reason. I've completed my 12th. Which course should I opt, BC or BCom? It depends on you, Mehak. If you want to come into some technical field, go for BSc. Rest depends on what you want to look forward for in the future. Thank you so much. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for joining. Much appreciated. MySQL is good one. Perfect. LinkedIn profile. I don't know how to send it here, but you can like simply check it out on like search Samarth Vohra LinkedIn. It's easy. I have pasted in the private chat. I'm not very sure if I you guys can see it or not. I pasted it here, but I'm not sure you guys can see it or not. Uh, yeah, it's a standard theorem. Yes, it's standard theorem. It's asked in the interviews as well. Scroll up, reading the start. Yeah, a lot of. Please repaste your chats, guys. I'm not able to scroll to the top. Yeah, there are different algorithms as well. Thank you so much, buddy. Means a lot. So latency. I'll tell about latency in the next sessions as well. Latency is basically the time taken for a request to reach that particular server, right? That is latency, the time taken between them, right? So throughput को और latency को थोड़ा सा manage करना पड़ता है. MCA is a good course. Yeah, it depends if you are see course से ज़्यादा skill set matters. So if you are working hard, so everything is gonna pay you off at the end of the day. बहुत सारे आ रहे हैं तो रिपीट हो रहे हैं. भी आंसर दिया. What are the requirements? Learn at least one, either SQL or NoSQL. Learn at least one, and you're good to go. Useful. Thank you so much, buddy. Okay. Sorry, the YouTube for tech preparation. See, resource की कोई कमी नहीं है. In 2026 there are huge number of resources, but you want a directional way. If you want a definite way towards it, you can connect with the Internshala team. There are multiple platforms as well. You can connect to everyone, or even you can connect with me, and we can decide like what is good and what is not. So it's more than sufficient. Everything is sufficient. Perfect. Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you so much. More questions. We are just having 2-3 more minutes. More questions, and then we are like good to wind this up. If you want to do internship, depends on where you want to. We will be soon. Definitely, we'll meet soon. Yeah. I want to okay. For internship, you need to decide which field you want to go for internship in. If you want to go for an ML, then you need to go Python, and then the entire project-based system in Python, ML, and AI. If you want to go for development, then make sure you are learning a bit of DSA, then development entirely. Make projects, and good to showcase it out in your resumes. Plus, make a good portfolio. It always helps us out. All right, last 1 or 2 minutes. Last 1-2 minutes, guys. If you have questions, or we are good to even wind up as well. Last 1-2 minutes. Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you. I've done MCA. Perfect. Pretty good, buddy. Pretty good. Should I go for Flutter or full stack? With Flutter full stack. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Depends on if you have a previous experience. So yeah, I want to go. I told you the answer. So, please share your that thing, because if I have to scroll, it will be like pretty up. So how do you prevent relations? So whenever you go for this, now always try to make, let's say, what do you call that? Give me 1 second. Always make it a distributed system instead of a monolith one, because even if one of your services is down, like multiple monoliths, multiple distributed servers will help you out to make it up for major time. So how do you implement document? That's what I told you. Sorry, I'm not sure. Not very aware of this Tamil. I can talk in Hindi or I can talk in English. That's only. Magic. I want to do internship. I told you, na, in which field you want to do internship. First of all, figure out that part. If it's about uh, full stack, then learn DSA, and then full stack, make projects and build a portfolio. Elsewise, if you want to go for ML AI, learn Python, learn ML, then make projects, and then have a portfolio there as well. That's how you can present yourself. Uh, you have to connect with the Internshala team, just meet in that case. You can connect with me on LinkedIn, na? That's what I said. You can connect with me on LinkedIn, right? Simply search Samarth Vohra followed by either LinkedIn or GitHub. You'll get to see me, and then you can connect very easily, right? You can just Google, and it's like very simple to find. Perfect. Chalo. I think major of the questions are done, and if some of the questions are left, we can connect later on as well. You can connect with the Internshala team. You can connect with me. We all are there to help you out. Only thing is, learn as much as you can, get good technical knowledge, and enhance yourself, make your knowledge better than what you were yesterday, and you'll keep on growing in the industry of tech. Perfect. All right. With this, I'm happy to wind this session now. So thank you so much for joining, everyone. It was really nice interactive session with each one of you, and really enjoyed your response as well. I hope you learned something, and wish to all a very great luck wherever you go. You outshine yourself, and we'll meet you all pretty soon in the next session, and would be excited to see you all there. All right, chalo. Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy, have fun. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care. See you. See you in the next one. Bye, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Thank you.